guys, welcome back. It's Jeanette from Our Backroom Creations. Hope everybody has had a good weekend. We'll get our comments pulled up here while people come in. Tonight we're going to remake, redo, upcycle, however you want to call it, a sign that was done before. Come on, little comments. There we go. Alright, so this was a 6x12 sign that Floyd had sublimated on wood a few years ago, and it was a dud, an oops, an error. So I'm like, it's wood, don't throw it away, I'll paint over it. Hi Glenda, hi Mary Schneider, how are you? Hope everybody had a good weekend. It rained Friday and Sunday. It was supposed to rain Saturday, but it was just overcast. Granddaughter was happy, so she could go play outside. She's been here since last Wednesday night, and she doesn't want to go home. So she keeps talking herself into one more night, one more night. Thank you for sprinkling. So this is a 1/4 inch piece of birch plywood. Like I said, Floyd had sublimated on it, and it was an oops. So I just painted over it. I had painted it white, and tonight we're going to crackle. So we're going to paint it black, and then we'll do white over it. I only have good luck with glue crackle, nothing else. Oh, I forgot me a bowl. Let's see here. What can I use for a bowl? Ah. I love these little, I don't know how you say it, yogurt cups. I like it more for the cups than what's in it. So we'll use that for a little cup. Hello, my friends. Gloomy, rainy weather, thunderstorms tomorrow. Yuck. We might have some thunderstorms here in a little bit. Hi, Lori. Hi, Kimmery. How are you? Okay. So we're going to use glue and for crackling. We're going to put, you know what? I can't crackle because I'm going to cover the whole board. Let's see here. Am I covering the whole board? Almost. No, we're not going to crackle. I forgot my page was like big. That's what I get for thinking, huh? So if it doesn't go quite all the way, let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? I need some little scissors. Hello. Come on. Scroll comments. Yeah, it's supposed to thunderstorm here later, Floyd said. So I'm like, well, I hope we don't thunderstorm while I'm on live. So I think what I'm going to do is, now I got to rethink my project. High wind, rain, hail here in Michigan tonight, now sunny. Where was it that I seen hail like this big? Was it down in Texas? I seen somebody's pictures. So this says, you don't stop sewing when you get old. You get old when you stop sewing. Made that on the pooter. So we're going to have a little bit up at the top. I was going to crackle the whole darn thing. Well, I guess we're not. I forgot that I changed my mind a million times. How many times do you change your mind a day? A lot. Where's my little... I'll just use these. I want to... Ooh, fussy cut. This is like lots of fussy cut. So there's Rick Rack at the top. Texas, I thought so. So I'm going to... Because I want the black to show behind it. At the top. Why? I don't know. Just because I can, I guess. Baseball side. Oh, wow. Oh, New Mexico? Wow. And I know what hail can do. I'm used to hail. remember my granddaughter was here one time and it hailed. And I mean, we just had some little hail. And she's like, it's snowing. I'm like, no, it's not snow. Hi, Linda, how are you? Let's see there. I should have left that white, huh? We could. Let me think a minute here. Smoke's gonna roll. I have been cutting up quilts. So if you've been around a while, you know I got a bunch of quilt tops. And if you were here for my sale, you heard me say that I've been using the quilt tops to make little pillows, little bowl fillers. And I am on a bowl filler spree. I have a whole pile. There was 2 quilt tops that were fall Halloween. No, fall. They're fall, not Halloween. I don't really decorate for Halloween. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I could throw it on the floor because it's my room. And I have a shop vac right underneath of me. I just vacuum it all up. Probably needs changed though. So I'm stalling because I'm trying to think. I was planning on crackling. Ooh, I just chopped off the tip of that one. Oh well. We'll make us a little bow. Hi, Deborah. How are you? I'm just fussy cutting some rickrack. You know, Floyd thought that rickrack was one of my words I made up. You know, because we all make up words. I vacuum it probably 2 or 3 times a day, especially when I was cutting these quilt blocks apart. They, lots of little slivers of material. And I went through 2 blades. I have one quilt that I think top that I'm going to leave together. It's red, white, and black. There's some bright colored ones. I don't know what I'm going to do with either. You've never tried crackling? What? So when I first started doing lives online and I was starting to do all this stuff, I mean, I've always been crafty, but I've been more of a sewing crafty and, you know, make my own signs or whatever, but I'd never decoupaged. So of course I went out and bought some of that fancy decoupage medium, and it was an epic fail, very much so, that I still have it. I even bought some Dixie Belle crackle, and I don't like it. I can't get it to crackle. So I don't know if I'm using too thick of paint, but that's what I was going to do tonight. I was going to water down my paint and my glue, because I was reading. I like either monstrous crackles. You don't know how? Well, let me see what the back of this paper looks like, or the sign. We might crackle one side of it. Oh, it's got that on there. We could take that off. When you're trying to remove stickers from things, just heat them up. Don't leave your finger in front of the heat tool though. I did that one day. I have one of those flat irons too that has the temperatures that you can go up. I flat iron my bangs. I actually burnt my finger on my bangs. And I'm like, maybe I should turn that down. Because I don't usually use a lot of heat on my hair. I like to keep what I got. I need a haircut though. It's getting too long. If you've been around me a while, my hair used to be up to here. It splits on, the sticker didn't want to come off in one piece. So you can just use a little knife. I think we can put our picture on this side and we'll crackle the other. And now I'll show you how to crackle. It's a win-win. There we go. Yes, I do like to burn my fingers. I don't use my Ryobi glue gun anymore, glue tool, because it's a beast. I wanted one so bad, and my grandchildren bought me one for Christmas. Now, I do still use it on my grapevine wreaths, because I need a lot of glue to go down in there between the grapevine branches. There's still some residue on there. I had a globs of glue and staples back here. That's why I'm sanding it, just to get it smooth. And we'll crackle the other side. So we'll let's paint this. Ooh. Sticker, sticker. Let's paint this white. I'll put my white paint up. So we'll paint this side white. Wait for it to dry. We'll get out some homespun to make a little bow. Yeah, I used to burn my fingers, the top of my hands. I dropped hot glue off my Ryobi glue gun one time on top of my foot. Oh my gosh, that hurt. But I have an extra battery. He bought me an extra battery. So there is some Ryobi tools I would like to have. But I don't know that I need them. It's a want. I bought a drill. I use my drill. And I permanently borrowed his nail gun. Nail tool. Because he's got an air compressor out in the shed. So we got him an air tool nailer. So I can have the other one. We might need to put 2 coats on this. Don't want to get it on the sides though, because it's got black on it. Of course, we're going to put white over the black anyway, so that, I guess it doesn't matter. Hey, Aldine! Aldine! Girlfriend, I need your address and your email. I tried to message you and it wouldn't let me. It's weird. You have the Ryobi lawn equipment. I am going to start having more regular sales. We do the Craft 30 market every other month, the first Friday of the month. Tracy's talked about having it every month. If there's a a want for it. But we had spaces. Whoop, don't blow away. There we go. I just have the Ryobi glue gun, the big one, cool. There is this little craft thing that I think I might want. It's like a, I don't know. I bought a cordless heat tool, but it didn't push enough power out. It's like it wouldn't dry. It was just a Hercules from Harbor Freight, which, it's a really good brand. It's Harbor Freight's top brand, but it just wasn't powerful. Okay, Aldine, I'll look again. Hi, Mara, how are you? How's California? It's only 5:45 at your house. So I was trying to do the fine crackle, and it says to water down your glue or only put a thin coat. I wanted to get that. There's Pent Art Fine Line Crackle. It's a 2-step. just a glorified fan. Pretty much. I had to make some more, I sold out of my coffee grunged cheesecloth. So I had to make some more, and I just hung it over I put a plastic bag down and I hang it over a drying rack and steal Floyd's fan. Oh, in Vegas? Well, that's still not that far. My mom's in Illinois. Still kicking it. I know you sell them, don't you? I watched this one girl, I forget what country she's from, but she does the most amazing decoupage and uses the two-step, the pen art two-step crackle on the other side, or on, you know, on the outside. Oh my gosh, I forget her name. Her English is very well though. You're from Illinois? First time watching? Well, welcome, Wanda. I'm originally from Illinois, around Champaign-Urbana. Cool. So I know where to get it from. I've lived in 3 states in my life: Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio, and the weather all stinks in all of them. Floyd used to say he wanted to move to Arizona. I'm like, I'm not moving out there. I can't leave my grandbabies. You're in Georgetown? Oh, cool. That's not too far away. I graduated, I think, Tuscola. Yeah, we had music and band competitions in Georgetown, I think. I don't know, that's been a lot of years ago. But yes, welcome. If you like what you see, feel free to follow me so you know when I'm going live. You know, Monday nights are almost a given for going live, but you just never know. So just those hopping on, here's what we're going to do. You don't stop sewing when you get old. You get old when you stop sewing. So come to Florida. Oh, heck no, girl. It's too hot down there. Me and my mom both, if we were going to move out of state, it would be Tennessee. That's where mom's roots are. See here, do I want this to wrap around? This is rice paper. I printed it on. Thank you. This one's actually my own design. A bunch of little different things. I don't want it to wrap all the way. I want it to, you know what? I think I'll just do it, and I'll use, not this. This is like a weapon. It's not too bad. I mean, everybody gets hot. Now, the only thing about Illinois winters, at least where I was from, Southern Illinois has hills. But I was from Central Illinois, and the wind just blows. You're ready to move to Tennessee? So my family is from the other side, down by Knoxville. But I'm just going to put that on, and then we will sandpaper it off. Sound like a good deal? Ooh, something ugly in my glue. Oh, I don't have any more chippy brushes. Virginia, yeah, so my father-in-law's from Kentucky, and my mother-in-law was from West Virginia. So my father-in-law is the epitome of a Kentucky redneck. Yes, I did, Yolanda. So I buy, I haven't been able to find this exact, my printer is very finicky about what rice paper it will print out. Other rice papers, it just jams it all up. But I found one, and it was a pack of 100, and now they don't carry it anymore, and now I get to go play guessing games. It was on Amazon. So I got to see if I can find some more, because it's the only one that'll go through my printer right without getting it all clogged up. It really is nice to, I used to make sublimation signs, so I have a ton of graphics. Because I started as a wreath maker, and I started making my own signs because I couldn't find what I wanted. Clean that. So yeah, I like, other than, you know, sometimes you want those big, the A3 pictures, the size A3. Then, you know, like from Kathy at Digital Deco Designs. I need to put my affiliate for her in my descriptions. I love hers. I've been with her since she first opened up. I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're gonna sand it off. Make sure there's no bumps or bruises. These are like the best invention. Whether it be the Gator brand or the Timu brand. I have 2 and my husband has 2. Thanks, Melissa. We don't make them anymore. I took them all off the website. Too many, there was just people left and right starting to make them, and it wasn't really cost effective to keep our prices where we wanted to. I'll make some here and there, but I need to make some wreaths for the shop. I'm getting low on everyday wreaths. I still got plenty of holidays, especially come Christmas. I think I've sold all my Halloween ones. This area doesn't decorate a whole lot for, well, they do, but they don't. So like the parts of town where people go trick-or-treating, they decorate. But a lot of people just in general don't decorate. Okay. All right, Yolanda, we're going to crackle. So here's my black side. I usually want a darker color for under the crackle. You can do the total opposite. Stop it with the tape. But I use glue, just the Elmer's glue. And we're going to, this time, I normally just squirt it out of the bottle, but I want to try something new. And I'm going to water it down just a little bit. And don't fault me if it doesn't work. So I just need a little splash. I keep a gallon of distilled water under my table here. I don't think that's going to be enough. Yes, my husband used to pack the crap out of, it wasn't tape, it was shrink wrap. He didn't do them He only did that at first. He was afraid for him to get dented. And he wrapped hers like Fort Knox. A little bit. Good old Elmer's. I actually have a whole gallon in the other, ooh, shoot, in the other room, and I just fill up my bottles. That's better, I think. I got too much water in it. Okay, so we're going to do a thin layer of the Elmer's. And then we're going to just dry it so it gets tacky. I think this is a little thinner than it should be, but we're going to try it. Because what's the worst? You know, I try sometimes on just plain, you know, scraps of wood. I'm actually going to that's the way I normally do it. But since I watered it down so much, we're going to try this. If it flops, it flops. I don't care. Ask Melissa. I do not get upset if a project flops. I just showed you what not to do. So let's dry it just a little bit. And normally I put chalk paint on top. And this time I'm just going to use acrylic. You don't want to dry it all the way. You just dry it till it's tacky, or do it, leave it sit over while wet. Yeah, I just dried it a little bit because it was so watery. I don't normally dry it. So the big thing about going back over it is you don't want to, like, you know, really push around your paint. You want to go over it once and be done. Wash those. So we're going to use acrylic paint where I normally use chalk paint. I can't talk or think nothing tonight. Yep, we'll just go with the flow. Of course, I think I put too much white paint on there. At least it's just acrylic. See, so I just did what I told you not to do. I'm trying to get the excess paint off. The whole idea is not to bother the paint after you get it on there. I'm just trying to get the extra because, of course, I put too much on there. Yep, don't apply lots of pressure. Just get your paint, just go in one direction. I'm just dragging the brush, just kind of, I'm going back over little spots because I'm trying to get where the paint clumped up. That's it. And then you could just let it dry, or now we're going to find out if it happened. Pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time. It ain't happening. It's crackling a little bit. Ooh, I think I'm liking this. See down there at the bottom? I want the paint to be all built up. One little blob right there. So normally we shouldn't do this, but I have paint blobbed up. Hope I'm not getting paint on the other side. So I like little cracks, or I like huge cracks. One day I got a board and I got glue and Mod Podge and a crackle medium. Oh yes, this is a good crackle. So that may be why my stuff doesn't crackle. I'm putting too thick of paint on top, because I normally use chalk paint on both the bottom and the top colors. This is a nice crackle. If you've never crackled, let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. Look at that. That's a good crackle. I made quite the mess. So we're going to get rid of this extra piece of paper. That way I won't put that in a mess. I want to get some. I've never used it. Yes, that ended up very, very nice. I like it. So let's see if we can turn it over. So up here was a little bit of wet paint. So we could put some wax on this. I was just going to put a jute hanger on this one. Normally I put the wire hanger and mix it. Yes. It's worth the purchase. Yeah, I know it's a little expensive, and I mean, not terrible, but I have been on a 1.5 years of trying to use what I have. I mean, I buy stuff, obviously, if I need it, but so we're going to, I'm just going to do it with glue, because what I normally do, so my staples don't go all the way through, is I put a big glob of glue, and then I put my rope in it, and then when it's dry, I'll staple over it. I buy these little spatulas, the silicone spatulas from Walmart. They make nice little gripper things for glue. Okay, so we gotta wait for that to dry up. But I'm gonna put, I didn't get my greenery out because I didn't think I was gonna use it. I might though. $22 for it on Amazon for both pieces, the step 1 and step 2. That's not bad. The Amazon guy probably doesn't know what to think because I haven't been ordering anything. I'm one of those that just hits buy now, buy now, buy now. I don't put it all in a cart. He probably hates my reread. Okay, so let's make a little bow. Let me see if I can get some of this white off of my hands. I still got them all. My granddaughter, she turns 11 this week. And so we took her birthday shopping Saturday. This is the 3rd year in a row she wants to go to Hobby Lobby. So I'm like, hey, if you want to go to Hobby Lobby, we'll go to Hobby Lobby. So we've got red and blue and green. And let's see. here. We could just use this. I love this. And then the white floral, I love it too. Love, love. Some little string. So she got beads and string, which of course she left out the first night and the cat found it. I'm like, honey. So she got these real bright colored things of string. It was in the middle of the kitchen when I got up. So we're just going to make a little bow out of just this one. Oh, she's making bracelets, and she bought her and her bestie a necklace, and she bought some washi tape and these little heart, little paper things to stick on stickers, the little heart gem stickers. She got more string, you know, everything you need to make bracelets. She's down playing Xbox with one of her friends from school. I mean, they're out of school, but because one of the kids in the household got in trouble, so they can't play with no friends right now. So, but she's at Grandma's house. I get up next to her headphones and make sure it's a kid she's talking to, because you never know. We make her play underneath my husband's name, so no weirdos coming in. Just gonna use this one and go back and forth, just give a little poofy poofy. Anybody got plans this week? Not me. Well, I gotta go to a funeral tomorrow night. Floyd lost one of his cousins. He was only 61. Kind of scary. I hope I'm around for a while. All right, let's see how that does. It twisted out. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. You're retired? Oh, shush. I'm retired. I'm not working right now. I'm not retired, though. There we go. I know we got AARP stuff in the mail, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Well, Mom is 78. Her mom, my grandma, passed at 79. But my dad's side was rather young. I didn't know any of my great-grandparents on my dad's side. They were all gone before I was born. We had 5 generations on my mom's side. And I'm so happy we got a picture. Okay. Let's find a button to put on. I need to buy me some more buttons. I'm live, honey. Huh? Oh, you hear me talking? Are you eating ice cream? Oh, banana pudding. Oh, wow. Let's see here. We'll do a light colored button. Yeah. Huh? No, no, it's not on YouTube. No. No. Was there? Did you get a picture of it all? I think I'm going to get a little dark wax. I made some banana pudding. Oh, that's good. I don't normally use this little brush. I didn't want to get the big one out. We got, well, there was 2 generations with my mom. Her sister was in the picture too, which is fine. It's probably the last picture I'll get of her because her and my mom don't get along ever since Grandma passed. It's funny how generations, when the older grandparents pass along, kind of falls apart. At least it did on my family. Nanner pudding, yep. Oop. I got to go over it with a coat of Mod Podge. A little rickrack up here will start to come off. I don't buy like a lot of cookies or like that. Oh. So let's see here. I'm going to put this in the middle, and I think I might, I don't know if I'll put a little bit of greenery right behind it or not. I just glued that down. There we go. So I'll put a couple of staples in here. And then there's our crackle lesson. Got wax on it. That's okay though. But I hope that helps you out, Yolanda, and anybody else that has never tried crackling. It's addicting. Once you start doing it, you'll want to do it all the time. He hadn't heard of it? Thanks, Melissa. I'll probably hang this one up in here. My sewing happens all over there. Thank you. And it's as good on the back as it is on the front. So if you have any problems crackling, don't feel bad. Reach out and try to ask me and I'll let you know if I know or not. If not, we'll find out. All right, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Make sure you're still following, and you're quite welcome, Yolanda. And make sure you're still part of Craft Around the Clock, and I will see you later in the week. I know I will be on Friday afternoon. I think it's 1 o'clock for Fun Friday Dollar Tree stuff. No more. I am. All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll see you later in the week. Bye.